And we're back, episode 9.
Come on.
Episode 9, recording on a Tuesday night. I thought it was Wednesday night. Fuck. Because I have work this weekend. And, yeah, I think we should just start off by trying Ray. I think just give him a call. Maybe this time of day he's free. Did you see his fucking Instagram live?
He was on, his Facebook Live, you mean?
His Facebook live, yeah.
No.
That shit was funny.
He was on Facebook Live?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck was he doing on Facebook Live?
It's like a 10-second video. Go to his profile.
Oh, I'm on it. Raymond. Dude, does he have me, like, blocked or some shit? Oh, no. Here he is.
I would.
Facebook Live. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just play the audio.
Yeah, I want to know how illegal immigrants are allowed to live in this mobile home park.
Very real.
And they live in a apartment complex right up the street from this mobile home park. It's all legal immigrants. And the
He's
apartment complex
shit-faced.
is supposed
Yeah,
to be
dude.
for Section 8 housing, and they're illegal immigrants.
Yeah, he said that already.
Yeah, no, he is wasted in this shit, dude. And it's, like, still light outside, too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's
That's
only
the
3
dream.
days ago.
That is the
He
dream.
hates immigrants. Let me,
Just throw him a little call. See what's up.
let's see. Let's see what he's doing.
Trying to get this fucking respond to me. I'm about to just message to her.
Nah, dude.
Nothing.
What does he do, man? He doesn't do nothing.
This is Ray Desmond.
No.
This is Ray Desmond.
Fuck, man.
Damn, man.
That's so
okay.
disappointing. We'll get him one time.
Yeah, no, I'll get him. He posted with conservative women of America. I just got recognized as one of their top fans. What? Oh,
Look
it's
at-
just like bitches, like with their tits out, and the pictures of Donald Trump.
Yeah. The real American dream.
Yeah, dude. This is right up his alley. Wow. Oh God, dude.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's cool. I just want to talk.
I just want to have a simple
He's
conversation.
genuinely like frustrating me. I didn't
think
do
it's,
anything to
I think
him.
it's your fear of rejection and not being accepted.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that could be what it is. But I don't know. I thought that we really hit it off. It's like, yeah, I don't know, making a friend. Just making, somebody you think you're their friend, and then you're not.
You're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
like a
the-
big fuck you
Yeah,
kind
dude.
of thing. Let me get a sip of that. Let me see. Let me
Take
see
a
what's
swig.
up.
Take a swig.
Let me see what's up with that.
It's not great. Let me get a puff of that.
Yeah.
Let me get a
Go
puff of
ahead,
that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's exchange mouth
Little
things.
exchange. Let's. Let me.
Oh God, you're not gonna like it. It doesn't taste very good.
Ooh,
It's like weird,
it's like kind of strong.
but also just like
It does
super
taste like a margarita.
artificially fruity.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a really shitty artificial margarita. Is basically what that is, and you can't freeze it because it's in a can. Like, there's no way of getting that out, Because some of them have like the margarita patches where you can freeze and then you break it up. Those are actually pretty fucking good, but that just sucks.
If you ever just like have a margarita like in a restaurant,
No, I'm not a psychopath.
I got one time.
Where at?
New York. When in Rome,
Well,
you know.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I got one. I didn't like it that
Can
much.
I have a dry martini?
Yeah,
Like,
I had.
fucking-
Oh, dude, remember when I got a martini on my 21st birthday? I was on my James Bond shit.
Did you get? I guess you did, didn't
Me
you?
and Adam both got it. I think that's what he spilled. He spilled his martini. I drank mine.
Oh, at that weird fucking
It
place.
was at like the marketplace. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because he. Yeah.
That was fucked.
That was a night.
That was a tumultuous night.
Sure was.
I had fun though.
was a good time.
One of the only memories that I have of that night is when we were talking to Rollins, and I was just so shit-faced, and I was like moving the table a lot.
Oh yeah. It kept shaking everything.
Dude, at one point, there was one moment where I really thought that I was gonna like bring the table down, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should chill a little bit. That's the only thing I remember.
Of alcohol and drinking, I know we try to refrain from patient stories on here just because, no one wants to hear that, but it was pretty funny. This lady was in the hospital for like alcohol withdrawal and fucking something else, I don't even know, but I moved her pillow and it was just wet, and it wasn't piss, because like normally they'll have like things in place that like if they're incontinent of like urine and shit, like it's like in place. Her pillow was just that sweaty, and like her gown was wet because of like the alcohol withdrawal. Like she was fucking sweating like a pig. That was the first time I've come across that. But yeah, and then she's like all shaky and shit, which is normal for like alcoholics. But then she just goes, she's like, yeah, do you know anything about this rehab and this rehab, like for like physical, not like really for like alcohol. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. And she goes, well, I'm thinking about this one because I want to go out and get pretzels. And I was like, I like looked at her and I was like, excuse me? And I was like, you want to get pretzels? Like at the rehab, there's pretzel. And she goes, no. Ham. I think she said like ham and pretzels. And she was like, I want to go out and go down the street and it's right there. I want to get pretzels. And I was like,
she's a fiend.
Yeah, dude. She was loving pretzels. And I was like, do you like pretzels? And she looked at me and goes, fuck yeah, I like pretzels. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I really don't know if
I get it.
I was like, your problem is with picking which rehab you want to go to is if it's close to the pretzel store. But I guess
it sounds like she just has a addictive personality no matter what.
She just, she wants anything to feel something.
Well, that's kind of like, I probably told you about it a long time ago, but when I was in rehab, there was
drug and alcohol rehab.
There was a dude that I met there, Alex, and he was an alcoholic, and he was like 18 or 19. He was fucking yoked, dude. He was super jacked.
Voided.
No, dude, he was just big as hell. Just super big. He was the biggest dude there. And he was telling me, because we were...
And you, the skinniest twink there, was trying to befriend the biggest man there.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, that was my dog by the end of it. And fucking, he was telling me about it, dude. He was like, telling me about all of his withdrawals and shit. He was telling me that he would it got so bad before he went to rehab that he would wake up and drink a bottle of vodka, like a handle.
Jesus.
And then go to school.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
He was just so turned, dude. Same dude who tried to pressure this guy into ballooning tabs of acid and shitting them out so then me and him could take them.
Yeah.
And it never came to fruition. I don't think that the guy ever did it because he was on like a home pass. He was supposed to swallow and shit it out and give it to us.
Yeah.
And he did it.
That'd be crazy ass experience.
Dude,
acid.
I wanted to do it so bad. I was gonna do it. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, again, one in Rome.
Yeah, I mean,
and fucking, he said that he was like all constipated, blah blah, couldn't shit it out, and then he ended up like going home before he ever eventually gave it. He honestly finessed the shit out of us. Then he texted me on Snapchat like a year or two later and told me he was gay, and I was like, yeah, you're a fag. I should have asked him if he ever did do that.
If
I don't think he did.
If it actually came out when he was home and he was like he was met with like
he ate his own poop acid.
Yeah, like he was met with like well fuck, now I'm out of here. I don't have to do this, but I'll be wasting acid.
That's true. Yeah. That's a crazy ass thing to do just in general, is putting drugs into a balloon and tying it into a knot and swallowing it to then later shit it out and then do it. Because he was
and you better hope that your stomach acid doesn't fucking eat that away and you overdose.
Yeah, I guess that the whole thing about balloons is that like whatever they're made out of like doesn't dissolve, or it dissolves like way slower. You know what I mean? Or
do people do that with a condom?
Yeah. I guess like the whole thing too is that once it gets through your tummy and it's just in your like large intestine or whatever, it won't dissolve because there's not any stomach acid. So all it has to do is just get through the belly, and then it's just kind of.
I'd be the perfect candidate for that. Everything goes right through me.
That's honestly very true.
So new idea.
That's a great idea. You just
fuck my job.
Drug mule.
I become a drug mule
with your ass.
with my ass.
That's a great idea.
Literally a mule, an ass. But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
And I just go to different rehabs supplying shit drugs.
That's a really solid idea. I actually one of the guys
I should do that.
one of the guys that I knew in there, because a lot of them were there because of like charges and everything. It's a court mandated thing for them to be there.
Right.
But you get arrested and then you go to a placement for like a year, like 6 months to like 18 months, which is just like a juvenile correction thing. And the one dude was telling me that he was there, and this one kid had just came in, and he had done the ballooning shit, but he did it with like just like saran wrap or some bullshit, and he like didn't get it out fast enough. He like swallowed like all these bags of coke, and they all dissolved in his stomach, and he just overdosed his first day and died in there.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean,
Yeah, dude. So
gotta be smart about
It
it.
could get pretty tricky.
18 months. That just puts me onto the topic of my father and getting 18 months for vehicular manslaughter.
That's honestly such a killer deal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I was telling people about it at work. Well, first off, I was telling people about how Instagram response. What's
To
up,
who?
Raven? Hello, yeah, still open. Let's fucking
Oh,
go,
yeah,
baby.
dude. So you got a homie. That's
What you
trying to
got in
slide.
mind? Yeah. Well, what do you want? I can text this. I can text them both. I can get the thing with my arm. I can get the thing with my arm. Honestly, I'll just do the centipede. Fuck them. Fuck the old people.
Let me look around for a second, but if not, I'll just say like, oh, let him see a lookbook.
Yeah, he's got designs there too, so you can
Yeah.
just pop up and be like, just he can keep that in
I
mind.
definitely have some shit that I have in mind, but if I can't get, or if it's like way too big for him to do in just like
Within-
4 hours or
Right.
whatever, then I'll just look at his lookbook. But
Yeah. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Yeah. We'll let this play out a little bit, and I'll message him back and
be fire.
get that rolling. Yeah. Sick. Fuck yeah.
That's a
Cash
great-
only too.
It's fine.
But I mean,
Money's no problem.
money's not an issue. I
No
know. I was
issue.
like, well, because I saw the post yesterday, and I was like, well, fuck, dude. I was like, we got bills coming up, and I was like,
Fuck
not that
all
I don't have the money, but I just like am Mr. Krabs, you know. Like I just hate, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, nah, fuck it, you know, whatever.
Yeah. If you're Mr. Krabs, I'm like,
Yeah, dude. You're.
I'm like, you know, everybody hates Chris.
I know of the show.
Well, his dad is like the
Oh, is
most,
that a thing?
It's
I know.
Terry Crews actually. At one point, Terry Crews in the show, he's so frugal that he actually draws a
He's just
picture.
promoting Old Spice the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. He's like always yelling.
It's actually just Terry Crews being frugal. So it's just him in the show. He's like, I'll do the show, but I need to promote Old Spice throughout the show.
At one point, he draws a picture of the inside of the fridge and categorizes what everything is, so you could look at the picture of what's inside the fridge, so you could instantly grab it and close the fridge, so then you wouldn't use
Oh, that's
electricity to
sick.
turn the light on.
That's so
Dude,
sick. We should start doing that
he's
now.
so fucking ill. It was like the funniest shit ever.
Fuck, what was it going? Oh, yeah, at work it came up. Well, one thing, it was because someone I was working with, a patient, they're like, what's your name? Raven? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, I thought your name was Chris. And I was like,
What?
I was like, okay. And then I was like, no, it's Raven. He's like, what were your parents thinking? And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
okay. Oh yeah, he was grilling me. He was
This
like,
is somebody you work with?
no, it was a patient.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
it was like some 75-year-old. He was a fucking grouch. He literally, dude, this guy.
He sounds like a grouch.
Dude,
man.
it was like as if like what's the guy's name from Sesame Street? The Grinch, not the Grinch.
Oscar the
Grouch. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
if Oscar the Grouch was a person. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
This guy,
Did he smell like shit too? Because Oscar like lives in a
yes,
garbage can.
yeah, oh yeah. This guy shit himself in the bed.
Oh,
Called
shit.
the nurse in and goes, I shit myself. And they're like, okay, do you want to be cleaned up? And he was like, no.
No.
And then refused to be
Lay in
cleaned.
my filth.
He sat in his shit until, you know, he was so fixated on the matching game, that old 70s like game show from like way back. And I only know because my grandparents
I don't
too.
even know what the
Yeah,
fuck you're
dude, it's an
talking
old ass
about.
show. And he was like, I would go in there sometimes and he's like, I'm watching the show. And I'm like, well, we can like do a little bit in like 20 minutes and I can leave and you can still watch your show. And he's like, no, come back. And I was like, all right. Terry was his name. And he's like, Terry, why the fuck did my parents name me Terry? Anyway, regardless, I said, yeah, well, luckily I wasn't named Cashmere or Millennium. And the one girl I was working with was like, excuse me? And she was like, you never told me that. And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, my dad pitched the name Cashmere Millennium as my middle name.
That would have been so
like,
much sicker.
No, it would not have been.
Yeah,
No. And then I got in to tell. I was like, yeah, he was fucking like out of his mind. I was like, he killed someone. And they were like, what? And I went on to find the article because I was like, guys, I know like you just started working with me, but
my dad killed someone.
But my dad killed someone, and I'm not bullshitting you. Like I was like, everything that I tell you,
story.
yeah, I was like, everything that I tell you sounds like it's made up, but I swear on my life it's not.
No kidding.
Yeah, dude. So let me just read the story since I have it up here. I'm going to summarize and leave some things out, but he ran over a woman with his Mercedes-Benz in November, police said. There was nothing to indicate that he had committed a crime, but after a 2-month hit-and-run investigation, he was arrested on Tuesday on charges of fleeing the scene of a fatal accident, a second-degree felony. The charge is punishable up to 15 years in prison. He served 18 months, which is so sick.
Baller.
Then, neither can investigators prove that he had been drinking. He came forward to authorities 6 hours after the crash, police said. He was leaving the scene of the accident with a death after several people told him he was planning to leave town. Although they had been investigating the crash for 2 months, police still were awaiting DNA results from the blood and tissue samples of this lady who was 63 years old, taken from his 1984 Mercedes-Benz. And they are still waiting the autopsy report. Now, the best part of the story is the car hit the woman with such force that it severed her right leg and threw her 103 feet, police said.
Yeah.
Then a pedestrian who saw the crash followed him and stopped him and flagged him down and asked, I asked him if he saw the lady he just hit. He said, no, get out of town.
Get out of town.
I thought somebody threw a brick at my windshield. So that was the word for word that my dad had said
Why
to
didn't
some
you say her
pedestrian.
name?
Huh?
Why didn't you say the lady's name? You skipped over it.
Oh, the lady, Carol Ann?
Yeah, Carol Ann.
Carol Ann.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Carol Ann.
He was released on Tuesday with a $10,000 bail, just 2 weeks after being released on a $3,000 bail.
Is so crazy.
Mm.
Dude, what the hell?
Well, oh yeah, look.
I guess at the time.
A $10,000 bail just 2 weeks after being released on a $3,000 bail after Boca Raton police arrested him on a charge of carrying a concealed weapon. So he was already...
Dude, you can do whatever you want down there for real, dude.
I know.
When
I was telling the story, I was like, he was like a Florida man. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, this makes sense. And then I was like, he was also born in Ohio. And they were like, also makes sense. It's like just like a double whammy, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, it's
R.I.P. the GOAT.
It's so much funnier every single time you tell it, for real.
Yeah, I was also telling him because about like when he died, like the organs, they were like, because the guy I work with, they had said, they were like, if they were trying to get my organs, they'd be like, oh, we can't use this. And I was like, that's pretty much what they said for my dad. They were like, we can only use his eyes. Yeah. And my grandma was like, kind of weirded out by that. So she was just like, no. But yeah, his lungs were shot. Obviously, that's what he died from. Heart, liver. Yeah. But yeah, this shit is hilarious.
Yeah, man. That's nuts. Yeah, that's. I guess the craziest part is that he severed a woman.
Yeah, he hit her with such force that her leg severed. I've seen two things. I've seen severed her in half, and then I've seen on this article severed right leg from body.
That would be sick if he severed her in half. That would be nuts.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be insane. Like that F1 video.
Yes, where they fucking. Oh my god, I watch that video too often.
I was just thinking about that shit yesterday.
That shit is wild. The safety regulations back then were kind of insane. Like there was no, when they go to pit, there was no speed limit for a while, so they could literally just be fucking booking it just down like the thing, and yeah, and you just have to get out of the way. Yeah.
That's fire. That's gas. That's big gas. I'm trying to think if anything crazy happened to me today. No, not really. Nothing that's super interesting. I might have broken some laws today.
Did you? What'd you do?
I don't know, man. I had this lady, and she had dementia, and she didn't have a POA that was there, and I just kind of like called her. I just like kind of called her son and was like, "Hey, can we do this?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I guess we could do it then."
Was he the POA?
Well, it wasn't explicitly stated on the paperwork, but I asked him on a recorded line, and he said yes. So I think if anything, he gets in trouble.
Yeah, be good. You'll be good.
Yeah, she gave me a hug though.
Fuck yeah.
She gave me like 3 hugs. She wanted to fuck. She was 90. She was actually probably the most limber 90-year-old with dementia I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. That's
Some of them
it's
motherfuckers
crazy
keep
because like
kicking.
yeah, some of the people that their mind is gone, their body's still there, so they're just like wandering the hospital. Like they
Yeah.
fucking it's always the ones that like they have no idea where they're at, but yet they can still walk around.
Yeah, I had a 99-year-old who just like he was just completely fine. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I asked him, I was like, what's your secret to life? And he said something about I walk with the Lord. And I was like, all right. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Walk with the Lord.
I'm sure you. I guess.
I'm like,
so,
I'll send you to God right now.
Yeah, I was like, why don't you just say something funny?
My
Say
favorite thing
something
is
cool.
when I help people stand and walk again, and then they're like, oh, by the grace of God, I will walk again. I was like, yeah, dude, because fucking God
I'm
is the
holding
one.
you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm literally holding you up right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nah, dude, I couldn't. Sidebar, Chipotle, I can't believe that you don't fuck with it. The entire reason why I never really ate Chipotle is because there is an episode of South Park where Cartman eats so much Chipotle and he's like shitting blood. And in my head, I was like, well, I already do that anyway. So what's the point in me not getting Chipotle?
Right.
So, and
What are you gonna do? Shit more blood? I mean,
yeah,
like, who
I was like,
fucking-
you know, whatever. I've already lost a lot. And, yeah, and my bitch was saying, like, I shouldn't eat McDonald's for this week because sometimes I go and get McDonald's on my lunch break because I'm a hard worker.
Yeah, I mean, fucking.
And she was like, don't do it. And I left my spaghetti at home today.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed something. I was talking to the bitches at work, and they were like, oh, yeah, Chipotle this, Chipotle that. And I was like, whatever. So I go over there, and it's fucking, like, packed. There's, like, a bunch of people in there. And I go up, and I'm like, I want a bowl. And it's this lady that doesn't speak, like, any English, basically.
I'm gonna turn on this AC again, though. It's already hot as fuck in
I
here.
feel like it's not going to interfere with the audio.
Yeah, I think it's far
I
enough
think we're
away.
far enough.
I'm sweating right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You are fat as fuck.
Dude, here, right? Here's the back of my leg.
Oh, dude. Ooh.
It's like
Jesus, right?
so fucking hot.
But yeah, so I'm in line at Chipotle, and I'm trying to make a bowl, and this fucking lady doesn't even speak any English, which is fine, but it's like I
Well,
don't.
you're at Chipotle. What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, how am I supposed to like make my bowl if we can't even communicate? And she's like, white or brown rice, and I'm like, white. And then
yeah.
and she says she like mumbles some shit, and she's like, beans. And I was like,
No, motherboards.
and I was like, yes, beans. And she was like, what kind? And I was like, I don't fucking know. And I pointed at some, and then she was like, sauce. And I was like, what are they? And she mumbled some shit again. And I was like, just give me the red one. And I got like some chicken. I got all this shit on it. I was melting my fucking face off. The worst part about it is that I just went in there to like get it, and I was gonna eat in my car. Saw 2 ladies that I work with, and they were like, "Oh my God, Brody, you gonna come eat with us?" And I was like, "I fucking guess so." So then I'm there. I have a Coca-Cola, a glass one, like not even like a refillable like cup or whatever.
You have a glass Coca-Cola bottle.
Glass Coca-Cola,
What a throwback.
right? And I'm trying to play it cool. I'm like talking to him and shit, but inside I'm dying. I'm sweating like
Oh, yeah.
like on my fucking forehead, and I'm trying to balance out the bites with the Coca-Cola, but eventually I just run out. Like I don't have any more Coke, and I can't get
It was
a
that
refill.
spicy?
Dude, it was so hot.
Oh, wow.
Like I got apparently the spicy chicken, they told me afterwards, and I got the hottest sauce.
Oh,
in that
wow.
bitch.
I didn't see. I don't know much about Chipotle.
Yeah, I got the 2 of the hottest things, so I'm just dying there, dude. I'm like starting to hiccup and shit. It was bad.
Fucking breathing fire.
Yeah, I had to just stop eating because I just couldn't. I had no bev.
Fuck shit. Yeah. You just had to stop eating. That's
I
funny.
just had to stop
I just had to
eating.
stop eating.
I was like, I can't sustain this any longer.
Yeah, fuck shitting blood. You're shitting lava at that point.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Even
my
like ever since I
God.
ate some, like I feel something in my stomach. Like I'm not like it doesn't feel bad. Or like,
but it's definitely not good.
yeah, no, I could literally feel my stomach like metabolizing the food, and it's like, what the fuck is this? So I'm sure that when I
Funny
take a
shit.
shit later, it's just gonna be nothing but pain and misery, more than it already is.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Poop
But yeah, I
potion.
like it. It tastes good though. I'm gonna finish the bowl. I don't give a fuck.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude,
I
their
mean, you
chips
got
are really
you got enough
good.
Mountain Dew for the apocalypse in there, so
Yeah, I know, dude. I was
36
talking.
pack.
I was talking to people at work. I was telling them that I don't know if I even told you I drank 3 like yesterday or 2
Yeah,
days
you
ago.
don't- yeah.
They were like, "You're gross."
Mm.
But I did see 2 people drinking Diet Mountain Dew today, so I feel a little bit better. I don't really know. I
You
mean,
feel a little bit better that you're drinking not diet Mountain Dew?
yeah. I guess that their whole thing is that I think diet in a lot of sodas is worse for you, but it's better for your teeth because there's not sugar, but there's like other shit in it that's just, like,
Whenever I'm
bad for you
drinking,
in
like,
general.
because it's always Jack and Coke, I fucking scrub the fuck out of my teeth just because it's like it's soda. I normally don't drink soda like
alcohol
that.
is
Like,
also just
well, yeah, yeah.
also just anytime you
Yeah.
drink, you should just
Yeah.
do
Well,
that.
yeah.
Do you have you don't have an electric toothbrush, do you?
No, I think it's gay. It's like a vibrator in your mouth,
I honestly do feel
like the little
after-
faggot ass vibrator in your mouth.
After our last conversation, I think that the next time that you do go to the dentist, I think that you will have cavities.
Mm-mm.
I think that you
I
will.
don't, you want to put a bet on it?
How long are you gonna wait?
The earliest they
have
could get me in
dental
is
insurance.
December. Yeah, the earliest they can get me in is December, so that's when I'll be gone.
You need to go get a new dentist. If it's fucking what is it, April, and they can get you in December, you need to get a
It's
new
almost May.
dentist. What dentist do you go to?
One in Mountville. I went there since I was a kid.
What do you know the doctor's name?
No, I don't know. It's been a minute. It's been like 4 years, bruh.
Huh.
But
alright.
I don't think I'll have a cavity because I brush my teeth twice a day. I wear my retainers. My teeth are together. Like there's nothing. Every time I went there, even when I was a kid, I feel like now I'm brushing my teeth better than probably when I was 14.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's no like sore points like in my teeth. There's nothing. I like look at my teeth and my gums and everything. The worst part is the drinking and smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
but
that's my entire thing is that you
I
drink alcohol with soda multiple times a week and you have multiple cigarettes.
yeah, I
week.
mean that's a fair. Honestly,
I think that by December you will probably have at least something going on.
yeah, I mean, now thinking about it, that's a fair point. I wasn't drinking or smoking cigarettes when I
Yeah,
was
you
14.
were much healthier. Your habits were probably healthier. Maybe you weren't brushing as good as you are, but you weren't drinking all this soda and alcohol and smoking cigarettes.
I'll be interested to hear what they say once I get
Yeah.
that sealing on again. I'll be cool. Ballin'.
I forgot. Yeah, I got sealants too. Maybe that's why my shit's so.
Yeah, you get like the fucking. That's the only thing. That's like why I'm going back is because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hear the same shit. I need to floss, which I do, but
Because like my whole thing too is that you can get bacteria that goes below your gums and it can give you what's called a subgingival cavity, which you cannot do anything about.
really,
Yes.
would I feel it?
I mean, you can have cavities, and just because you don't feel anything doesn't mean you don't have cavities.
Now you're starting to scare me.
Just because there's nothing going on, like I see people that have
don't want
like,
you to
big
talk
ass
anymore.
cavities, and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel a fucking thing," and half their tooth is black.
Okay, well, I would know if my fucking.
I'm just
tooth was
saying. I'm just saying.
black. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll be interested to see.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see for me, honestly, because I haven't gotten to cleaning in a while, and I want to see how this one's doing because I'm getting in there as much as I can, but with the crowding, like I don't know if I am brushing it as much as I because I literally like can't. It's not normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm trying to save up because I need about $6,000 for braces. And I have like 3,000. So in like 3 or 4 months, I'm going to go for my consultation and I'll just put all the money down.
Yeah, just get it done with.
Yeah, I don't want to make like a payment plan. And
No,
all
no,
that
fuck
faggot
that.
shit.
Yeah. Are you gonna? How long? Or do you know like how long you're gonna have to wear the braces for? Probably about a year,
mean,
huh?
fucking a minute, dude. I mean, they're probably going to tell me that I need jaw surgery, which I'm not going to get. Unless
Yeah.
my office does jaw surgery. So, I mean, if they could hit me with a nice fucking discount,
Yeah.
maybe I'll do it. But I'm saying there's a lady that I work with where her shit is nowhere near as bad as mine. I think that she's like a year and a half. So I'm probably looking at about 2.5 years.
That's a yikes.
Yikes. And then the other part about it is too that like I kind of want to get dental insurance before I get them, because when I get braces I will need to get cleanings, because all like the appliances and shit will be like there will just not a whole lot, but like you need to get cleanings when you have that shit.
Yeah, because you don't want anything like stuck in them and build up. And
So
the water pick is gonna be nice for that though.
Oh yeah, the water pick will be
Just
sick.
fucking spray that shit down.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's like a power washer for your mouth.
Yeah. So I need to.
What if we put cum in?
Dude.
In. What if? Better yet. What if we put Mountain Dew in the floss pick, in the water reserve for it?
That'd be nice.
But it's soda.
Yeah, and then every morning it'll be lukewarm, flat Mountain Dew. I'm just spraying on myself.
Spraying it down. That'd be, I don't know. Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm like so like conscious of my teeth now. It's like retarded, dude. Like every single time I brush my teeth, like I take like forever to brush my teeth now because I'm just like scared. I like look at my mouth like every single day, like multiple times, like making sure that my shit's not fucked up.
Yeah, I probably
It's
should do
horrible.
that just like for like mouth. Like cancer really scares me, but I'm not doing anything to like give myself like I'm not doing myself any favors.
Yeah.
So
I would
like, there was a joke
I would
at
hope
work.
that you would trust me enough to be like, hey, can you look at this? If you thought something was going on.
Oh yeah. Like there's no pain or anything in my mouth. It's Like if you would look at it and be like, probably should get that checked out, I would. Just like how I said, hey, get your backs looked at.
Oh yeah.
And what do you know?
I have scoliosis.
You have
Or whatever the
scoliosis
fuck
and
it is.
retrolithesis or something.
A dislocated disc or some shit.
Yeah. You have you're. Which is good to know, because in the long run, if you were to
Especially 'cause
stick
I
in the
was-
gym and lift
I know,
and
yeah, I
have
was
the
gonna
weight
say.
go down through your spinal column,
Yeah.
not the best idea for you in the long run.
Which is it is pretty good.
But I would definitely get something looked at if you were like, probably not the best. But as of right now, we're still rocking. There's a joke that they have at work for me, at least, like Tom and Sarah, who like. There's three of us. There's Tom, Sarah, and me that can we can say whatever the fuck we want to each other. Like we're
nice.
like political wise, everything aligns. We're all on the same page about not being retarded. But they would say that like I would say something about being like, oh, like I'm afraid of cancer, like I'm afraid of dying of cancer. And like, well, you're not gonna die from this or blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, but lung cancer. I was like, probably.
Yeah.
But at some point, we're all gonna get cancer. I hope you know that. Statistically, I think we all will have.
I just met a 99-year-old and he's fine. So
No
it's not
cancer.
Like everybody, no cancer, no nothing.
He beat the odds.
But he
then.
does walk with the Lord, so.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, I think
The
that's
Lord.
kind of the next preventative step that you got. Yeah.
Preventative health. Yeah. Step 1: walk with the Lord.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about this like yesterday or a couple of days ago. I was like, I'm cool with having any other cancer besides head and neck. That shit is so bad. That shit will make you want to kill yourself for real. Like head and neck cancer, but then also just the effects of the radiation. That shit will really
it
fuck
fucks
you
your
up.
face up. I mean,
That shit will really like.
I wouldn't
I've
want
seen some
pancreatic cancer
butchered
or
people.
like colon cancer is pretty bad too. That can be fast. You can be dead in 4 months with that.
Yeah, but at least you'll die talking.
I don't know. I feel like any of the ones that are like death sentence right away, pretty much like you got six months to live, I'm blowing my head off. I'm saying my goodbyes and I'm eating a bullet.
I guess I would probably just like not, if I had some shit like that, I probably would just like not get treatment and just like go out and just like do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like fall over and die eventually. I probably just like wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
If they're like, you have like fucking 2 months to live, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking sit in the hospital.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go kick
You know
it.
what's crazy though? Working in a hospital now and seeing this, if you get diagnosed with cancer and it's that bad, like I just worked with some guy yesterday, that well, first of all, he has this huge lump on his neck that's like coming out to here, dude. Like it's very visible. and he's like talking to his cousin, and his cousin's like, yeah, man, he told me it was his tooth hurt. And we're like, that. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's no toothache. Yeah, they're Mexican. And he's like, that's no toothache. And I was like, no fucking shit, dude. Like, if I look in the mirror, my neck is out to the side, I'm going to the emergency room.
Yeah, no, you should go get that checked.
But because he already has like mobility issues because of his like alcoholism, like chronic alcoholic.
Yeah.
But he's having this back pain because he has like a lesion in his fucking like L3 vertebrae, all this shit going on, right? We're looking to get him out of the hospital. Like, you don't get to stay in the hospital and die. Like, it's like literally like, all right, how can we get you home? And then like, you're the most comfortable. Now, I've seen people leave the hospital fine with cancer, and they're like, oh, this is probably, not going to go well. They come back 2 months later and they die in the hospital. So it's kind of like a coin toss on what that'll be. It is wild to see like this shit like firsthand and be like, oh fuck, like this is how fast this kills you. Because I don't really, family wise, like I've never seen.
It just kills you hella fast.
No, yeah. Like there was some guy in December that I saw that he was good to go home, flying up the steps that he had to do, and then bam.
Dies.
2 months later, comes back in. He can't even keep his eyes open doing like bed exercises with me. Like, pretty much. Yeah. That shit's hell.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad for sure. Definitely don't want to get that. Definitely don't want to get dementia. Definitely don't want to get Alzheimer's. Definitely don't want to get ulcerative colitis.
Mm-hmm.
Or diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. You can get a colostomy because of that.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely don't want any of those. You know what we'll all probably get realistically is arthritis.
Yeah, I mean,
arthritis.
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 Who wrote this? Arthur?
You're telling me rheumatoid arthritis?
You're telling me rheumatoid wrote this?
That shit's crazy. I didn't know that. Like, every single person I see like has arthritis, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't know
it's just like a general term for like your body, where like osteoarthritis versus like rheumatoid is like inflammatory. Like that's like a disease. From what I know, is like your joints will break down. Like there's flare ups of it.
Yeah.
Arthritis, just the general term for like your joints, the cartilage in your knees and everything will just wear down, and then it's bone on bone, and it fucking hurts. Yeah.
One doctor got arthritis in his thumb. Just in his thumb. And I was like, how the fuck do you manage that?
Yeah, maybe overuse of thumb for what he's doing. I don't know.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's like this thing that we have to deal with where like somebody will have rheumatoid arthritis, and then they're on like a medication called like methotrexate, and it's supposed to help with it or some shit, but it's like the same thing as like a bone density drug. So in surgery, their fucking jaw could just fall off. Like, it's like one of those things that can cause a necrosis. That should always be freaking me the fuck out, the necrosis shit. I hate that. I hate the idea of that.
I hate necrosis as a person. Yeah, that.
Well,
I bet you guys didn't know we were medically educated. These two fucking retards. We're taking care of your grandparents.
You're definitely more knowledgeable in general, but I'm more knowledgeable in a niche way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
in a very specific way.
Yeah, like we have. Yeah, you
but
know,
I'm like slowly learning some things.
Right.
From
Just
my
working
job,
that field.
you know
It's so great. Just like the knowledge of like learning all that shit. For me, yeah, I have to. School was more specific for me, but then also I have to know the general of like if I wanted to work in a medically complex environment, which I do, and like which I wanted to.
Yeah.
You kind of have to know how like all these like main diseases work to where like when I'm working with them, what it's gonna like look like.
Yeah.
The big one's Parkinson's. I see that shit all the time, dude. Parkinson's is fucking everywhere.
I've had some people with Parkinson's, and then like I have to like have them sign like consents and shit, and I always feel bad. I always feel really bad when they have to like sign shit, and then they always say like, "Oh, my signature used to be so much nicer," and I always have to be like, "Oh, it's nicer than mine." It's not. It's not. No, it really is. Like I get made fun of for my signature all the time because I just scribble. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had to sign witness. I just go whatever, and I just give it to them.
Yeah, no, fuck that. My signature sucks.
Yeah, I heard that they're bringing back cursive. Apparently, people
in
are
the schools.
They're learning cursive.
They're
again.
bringing back cursive, and they're letting people shit in litter boxes. I don't know what.
That's true.
What's that? What's up with that? The furries want to learn cursive.
We're like reverting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a weird society in like 10 years when everyone can write very nice and shit in litter boxes next to their classmates.
I was thinking about that because of that retard girl I was telling you about with the car payment.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so insane to me how there's such like a, at least it feels like it. There's such a disconnect between even me, who's 22, and somebody who's 18. And I kind of, it's like so weird. I feel like maybe it's, I don't know, like the internet or some shit. Like maybe it's just like every generation is a little bit different or some shit. But also I feel like it kind of goes into the fact of me and you were still born and kind of in like kids and shit before the internet was like a big thing, and we would go outside and shit. Not to be like a boomer, but
yeah you just had a real boomery
but
right
we
now.
actually we knew like the whole thing was, oh, there's like TV, like we would watch TV.
Watch,
like
the channels
Netflix
and shit. Now it's
YouTube and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But now I
Netflix
feel like
a little later
even
on.
somebody that's like 4 years younger than us were iPad babies. We were we
Oh,
were the cutoff between like
the iPad drooling retards. Versus, I think also it comes down to, for like you and me, like experience wise, like just life experience. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten it from coworkers. They're like, I could not be working in a hospital at 23. And like doing what I do versus like there's young like patient like care aides that help out. But like doing what I do, and then like even like just being in a professional setting like that and having to hold my tongue for a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I was like, it just comes down to like maturity of like the more shit you go through, it's either sink or swim, and if you swim, you're better for it. You know.
Yeah. I guess that is true, because I've heard.
Because then you look at other people that we went to high school with, and they're just fucking like are our age, and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
I was on Tanner's. Dude, Tanner popped up on my Snapchat because it's like.
Did you look at his fuck? I was gonna show you his Snapchat the other day.
Today, and
he was bugging out. He's like, I'm done with this shit.
I'm not a crackhead.
I'm
blah, blah, blah.
Did you
And
see
I was
him?
Like, dude, you are a crackhead.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not even on drugs like that for real. And he's like, I'm not even high. I'm at work. He's in an Amazon truck. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's like, I don't even do nothing. I smoke a little weed, whatever. That don't even matter. That shit legal. And shit, I sip a little bit. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I know.
Deliver Prime packages,
I know.
bro.
Can you imagine that's the guy handling your fucking packages, though?
I know, yeah, dude.
Oh, my
He's
God.
the type of dude, like, if he had to drop some shit off here, he would, like, see your name and, like, knock on the door and try to, like, chill.
Oh, yeah,
He'd
yeah.
be like, dude, we gotta link up.
He's the one that we would have to, we could get high,
I lost
film it, and then get him fired from his job.
I lost all faith in it because I didn't even really know him besides like what you would tell me about him. And I was like, maybe he's just like, I don't know, kind of weird. But I lost all faith in him when he got that rose tattoo. When he got that rose tattoo,
City Roses, baby.
on his hand, I was like, nah, yeah, he's retarded.
Yeah.
He's
Dude, the best
stupid.
part is he's like building his sleeve off of the hand tattoo, so it's like vines going up his forearm, and then
that's
he's got like
gas.
some stupid ass shit like on his like
That's
upper
gas.
arm, shoulder, and everything. I'm like, what the like again, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, when you're stuck with the theme of flowers, I guess you kind of just gotta go garden on the sleeve.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, full on garden, and you might as well just put some dicks on there because you're fucking.
You
gay.
might as well just get like a sexy poison ivy on your.
That'd be cooler than the rose, and then
Yeah.
like City of Roses, like
poison
in
ivy with
there.
her tits out or something.
Yeah, that'd be hard as fuck.
That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe that's what I'll get tomorrow.
That's what that guy at the Tobacco Palace should get right next to his Joker tattoo. He should get poison ivy with big ass tits
That's what we
and her
should ask
pussy
him.
out.
We should go back there
Yeah.
and be like, if you had to fuck, Mary, kill, poison ivy, Catwoman,
and Harley.
and Harley Quinn.
I think that he would probably marry Harvey. 'Cause he's-
Harvey,
Or not.
Harvey Dent. He's wearing Two-Face.
Harley.
Oh yeah, he's definitely. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
he's marrying Harley Quinn because he loves the Joker.
Because he loves a Joker.
He's probably fucking Catwoman.
Yeah.
And then
I agree.
killing Poison
That's-
Ivy,
yeah.
which I mean is a smart play considering you might. I don't want Poison Ivy down there. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah. That's a strategic move.
But yeah, just judging off of our too long of a conversation with him at the mall.
I could have talked to him for another 10 minutes.
I know you could have.
Yeah. I don't know. There was like teenagers in there trying to buy something, and then they were behind me, and I was like, I guess I'll leave. But I could have talked to them for longer.
Oh yeah. Other people did.
I
come
don't know
in.
what the fuck. I think that one of them had like a hoodie on. I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah.
It reminded me of when I was in the Getty, and
I can't have that in there. Fucking
when I was in the Getty,
school we went to.
and I was buying a vape. And I think I was underage too, but then there was just like a 15,
Someone with the hood.
there was like a fucking 14-year-old in there with a hoodie from our school with the logo on it, and he was trying to buy like a puff bar.
Yeah,
or
it's like
some
at least
shit.
try a little
And I was
harder.
like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, hilarious.
I miss the Getty for real. I need to go back. I haven't been there in a minute.
I just drove by there buying that guitar.
That shit is like. I remember I used to go to the Getty and then get out and just feel so defeated. I used to just be like, I can't believe I drove all the way over here and paid $20 for this vape.
But you did it again
But
and again.
I've done it like 50 times. Raven's trying to do some voodoo shit to me.
Do you not have that reflex? The fuck?
Is it because like my leg is a certain way?
Maybe. You might have. There. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
See?
Don't they do that to you at the doctor?
Yeah. That's like the most.
They have like the thing that they hit you with.
Yeah, the little hammer. I forget what, like, reflex hammer or whatever. You have other ones like in your arm and shit we were learning at school, but some of that shit's crazy because then if you have like a spinal cord injury and you don't have that reflex anymore,
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
you
it
can
bad if
yeah,
I don't?
Yeah, it's bad if you don't. Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm thinking about getting back into, though? I was in my little arc for a minute. I mean, I can still play like a motherfucker, but chess. About to get back into the chess.
Yeah.
Once I get back into it, and I could cook the fans, all the fans that listen, I'll drop the chess.com username. Y'all can challenge the Broadman if you dare,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cook you. Those are some of my favorite memories, are going to Kobe's house and taking mad.
Oh shit! Look at.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
There's something going on across the street.
Oh,
what's
going
going? Yeah, go see. There's 2 cop cars over at the gas station across the street from us.
Dude, it's a fucking disturbance over there.
Yeah, is it 2 or
It's like 3.
a 3?
Because there's one there, one there, one there. At least 3.
You know that's not good when they send out 3 cop cars versus
cop
like
cars?
1 for a disturbance. What if we start hearing shots go off?
Well, they sent 4 for when I was smoking weed in the Wise, so I mean, it's not really that
That's
big
true.
of a deal. I
It's
guess.
probably just some like African American kid we're gonna see on the news
trying to buy Bitcoin at the
trying
Bitcoin
to
machine.
at the Bitcoin machine. Yeah. Stop
It
resisting.
sounds lit over there. Maybe somebody broke the gambling machine.
They were like, "Nah, you're hacking. You won too much Bitcoin off the
That's what we
machine."
gotta do. We gotta learn how to hack the gambling machines. I think I was telling you when I was with Isai a couple months back, and we saw this motorcycle. I was in a gas station, and I was talking to a woman that was on a gambling machine, and I forget. She said that she had been there for a couple of hours, and I was talking to her, and she was spinning, she was losing, and I was like, "Well, you know what you gotta do. If you fucking lose on this one, you gotta put another 20 in." And she said, "No, I'm not gonna put another 20 in." And we're talking. She loses. We're talking. I'm like, "All right, well, I gotta go, but I wish you luck." And then as I'm leaving, I see her reach into her purse to grab another 20.
Fuck yeah.
To throw into
Fuck
that
yeah.
goddamn machine. And I was like, shit. Can't hate the play, I hate the game.
Did she win?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I left.
Mm.
I hope she did, though. I hope she
too.
did.
I was talking, speaking of gambling, someone at work. We have this like, we have this weird therapy aide that's worked there for like 20 years, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's just it's the story's too much to get into, but she just like she sits there on her iPad when we're all eating lunch and just like watches videos, and then 9 times out of 10 the first video she clicks on, the sound is all the way up and she goes, "Oh, sorry." Like she's like half retarded, I think.
Yeah.
But she chimed in because she won. We had like a drawing for like something. It was like, guess how many Jolly Ranchers are in this thing, and she won it.
She guessed exactly, or she was close?
I think she was closest, but yeah, maybe she was just like Rain Man,
That'd
and
be
she was like fucking
crazy.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I should ask them if she had the exact thing. But anyway, she goes, "Oh, I wish it was a scratch off," and we were like, "Okay," like yeah, it can't be a scratch off at work. And then she proceeds to tell us, she goes, I had a cousin that won $1 million off of like the Powerball or something. And I was like, are you
What?
fucking kidding me? And she goes, yeah, it was like something that like he went to the store and it was like by happen chance that he picked up a ticket or something. And she was like, well, it's taxed, so they take like a quarter of it. But yeah, $750,000 he took home with.
I don't understand how that works. I thought that I don't know. I don't know how the Powerball works. I thought that you can not win the jackpot, but you can still win money. Because I thought that the whole
I
thing was
don't
that
know
you
how.
need to know the
Yeah, I don't know,
numbers.
but I do believe, even though she is kind of stupid as fuck, I do believe that story because
that did
then
happen.
it wasn't like something where it was like some young guy. Like she goes, yeah, they were already set to retire early. Then they won the lottery,
Yeah.
and then now they just like live their days out in the house, whatever, rich as fuck. And I was like, that's nuts.
I'm
Hey,
not gonna lie to you.
we should just start playing the Powerball.
The Powerball, or what I have been looking into, which if anybody ever listens to this that actually understands what I'm trying to say, you will know how retarded what I'm trying to say is.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I think that
Say no more.
the play is to start trading options on Robinhood. You know what that is?
I know the app. Yeah.
Options are like, from what I know, I think it's
So
like,
now- yeah, yeah.
I think it's
Very
based.
minuscule.
I think it's basically options are you bet a certain amount of money on if a stock is going to go down or up, and if you are correct,
Okay.
you make money, basically, because you're betting either for or against the stock.
Okay, like it's like what, like the over or under or whatever.
The
or
over
like a,
under, basically. So like there's people from Wall Street Bets, like the subreddit.
yeah.
There's this one dude who's a legend apparently, and he bet like he used a glitch on Robinhood. There was somehow a glitch back in the day where he only had
Matrix.
he had $2,000 in his bank account. In his Robinhood account, he was able to acquire like 50,000, and he put all of his $50,000 on like Apple stock options.
To go up, probably.
I think it was for it to go down, and it went up. And he live streamed himself because the market closes. The market closes, so he live streamed him on the Robinhood app for when the market opened, and it's like him. The market opens and he just loses $50,000 that he didn't even have. Like he like owed Robinhood because he only had 2,000.
Oh no! Yes.
Have you
Didn't he
heard
kill
about-
himself?
That was a separate guy.
Okay, I do.
That was-
Yeah, there was
maybe it
another
the same
story.
guy.
Like
Yeah.
they fucking lost it all, and it was like a
It's the
glitch.
same-
Like he didn't have the money.
It's the same type of shit.
Oh
And
my
I have
God.
to show you the video. The guy doesn't say anything. He just goes as soon as he sees the money going down, and then he just owed Robinhood like $50,000. Yeah, but if you're smart like me,
Yeah.
there's some people that have made like millions of dollars in one trade because they just did the option shit and they just traded well. So I don't know, man. I might have to take a look. See.
I mean, shit. You got enough saved up. Play with 1,000.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Just
Like,
play-
why
it's
don't I
not
just,
like-
throw 1,000 and
See what happens.
just
you
see
know?
what the fuck going on. And then if I start losing, just take it out. Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck is going on. Over
I know. After this, I'm gonna have a cigarette and then go check it out. You
There.
know
See
what I mean?
the fuck going on. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. My favorite, I say it a lot. My favorite story is the GameStop thing. That shit is hilarious. There's a movie about
That's
it now.
the same shit.
Gotta watch that.
All those dudes, I think.
We should just start a Reddit page and fucking.
Well, that's what Wall Street Bets was. They all like congregated, and I forget what the fuck happened. It was like those hedge funds did the option for the stock to go down, and then a bunch of them bought into it to make the stock rise, and then the other ones did options in that it would rise because they knew that it was going to come up because more people bought it. So then the hedge funds ended up losing millions of dollars, and the people that had the options, it went up. That's basically like the same concept. What you should really watch is, you ever see The Big Short?
No.
The Big Short is about the 2008 housing crisis,
Okay.
and it's about like,
That's what we need right now.
right, 4 or 5 dudes that they're just autistic as hell. One of them is Christian Bale.
He is autistic as
He
hell.
is autistic as fuck, and
I'm Batman.
they're the only dudes.
I'm Batman. I lost my house.
They're the only dudes that knew that the market was going to crash.
Okay.
Because nobody else. Because I guess the whole crash was that everybody was getting loans for houses no matter what. Like, you applied for it, you got a loan for a house, but then all these people were making, worked at McDonald's and shit, and they had houses, and none of them could pay the money back. That's like the whole thing. So then their houses went into foreclosure, and that happened to like thousands or millions of people or whatever, and that's why the whole thing crashed. But they like went through all of like the contracts and everything, and they were like, dude, there's no way that people are going to be able to pay this back eventually. The market's going to crash. And they went to the banks and they did the same thing. They betted against the housing market. They put all this money down. Christian Bale, I forget, he was like part of like he was it's like based on the dude who owns like Lenovo, like the CEO, like one of the big tech companies. He saw this, and people were getting mad as fuck at him because they were like, he was using basically like investor dollars because they're like a public company. So all the investors were like, why the fuck are you betting millions of dollars like of my money against the housing market? Like, are you retarded? And then eventually the market crashed. His shit, he got like hundreds of millions of dollars because he bet against it. And then like at the end, the banks are saying that they're not going to pay him and all this shit because blah, blah, blah. But the entire movie, they're laughing at him because they're like, are you fucking stupid? Like, what do you mean the housing market's going to crash? And at the end, they're like, dude, we're not giving you the money. Eventually he gets the money, and like, I forget like 3 other people knew about it too. Ryan Gosling's in the movie as well. They do a really good job of like breaking it down for like stupid people like me to understand.
Yeah.
They like do like freeze frames.
They
and
make
like,
you
that's
think
what
that you
this
can.
means.
Yeah, they make you think that you can put your money like into
Robin Hood options.
Yeah, and then win hundreds of millions of
That's
dollars.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious though, because like Christian Bale's character is like super. I think he is like super autistic in the movie, and eventually the pressure is getting to him so much that he pretty much just stops being the CEO. Like, he's a CEO, but he doesn't do anything. He just sits in his office and he blasts fucking rock music in his headphones, and he just slams on drums all day.
Fuck
because
yes.
it's like the only way that he
That could be you.
He can get the fucking tension out. Yeah, I know. After my piano. After my grand piano that I'm going to put in the living room. My gold grand piano.
That's going to fall through the floor and crush
hopefully.
African Americans underneath
fucking hopefully, dude. They keep making my room smell like ganja.
Ganja we don't
herb.
condone that.
I don't smoke weed.
Just do fentanyl.
I'm trying to see what it's like. Apparently, I was talking to one of my doctors, and he was saying that a lot of doctors apparently recently, but like in the past couple of years or however long, a lot of them actually get hooked on like drugs and shit because they're so easily available. Like my office, we get ketamine and fentanyl shipped to our office.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just like, you just have it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like your own private office, there's nobody like looking at your books.
Oh yeah.
You could just like start an IV on yourself and just shoot yourself up with fentanyl.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that like yeah, a lot of doctors are. It just really puts it in perspective. Everyone's human. Everyone's got their fucking problems.
Yeah, no.
No matter how smart you are.
That should be dope.
Yeah.
That should be sick. Just going into a K-hole every weekend, just chilling.
Yeah. Like, I need it for this patient. What's the patient's name? John Doe.
John Doe.
Fucking
Raven
K-hole.
Van Gogh.
John Doe, Raven Van Gogh. No one's gonna believe that. It's not my name.
That's not his name. That's a fake name.
Brody Tarson Throatcoat. I'm leaving that in.
That's fine. I have no power.
All right, I'm gonna go see what the fuck is up. Next
How much?
door, we're about.
What?
We got a minute.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Boop.
Boop.